I love this thing. We developed this thing for our golf school here. It's kind of a clock face, a tilted clock face, to explain the way the club swings, for all swings, but really around the green with the little circle here. This is a part 2 video. Our first part video, which is based on a column I wrote for Flagstick Golf magazine. It's at flagstick.com and on my YouTube channel. Check that out. Talked about the first 2 things golfers do wrong, higher handicappers do wrong around the green. Number 1, too big a swing, deceleration. That is a killer around the green, and you can't do that. Number 2, same rhythm they use way out in the fairway. Around the green, you need to have this underhanded tossing rhythm, almost syrupy. Sometimes I say to golfers, pretend you're in maple syrup, and you can't swing that quickly. You've got that rhythmic underhanded tossing motion. Those are the first 2 things. The second 2 are connected, and we're going to use the circle here to explain them, all right? Number 3 then, or the first one right now, is flat feet are a killer, an absolute killer around the green. And number 4 is you need to rotate, use your legs and turn your shirt buttons to the target, all right? Watch this, this is really cool. If I stay flat-footed and I don't turn too much, I just swing my arms back and forth, watch what happens to me in this loop. This is pretty easy and simple, but watch this. The club kind of works up out of the shot, right? You know what that's going to mean if you're actually hitting a golf ball? It means you'll swing up and scull it. If you want your swing to be correct, you need to swing back, just turn your chest, but on the way through, we've got to transfer weight and rotate and release. Notice when I stand here in a proper position, my chest is to the target and my back foot is up a little bit. I see this stuff all the time. Beginner golfers will do this. They'll stay flat-footed and they'll do this. And they scull it. They lift because this foot plants them and they lift up. The ball rolls around the ground, right? So then that golfer next time wants to lock the head down and not turn at all. And now they do this. There's no motion at all. If you watch a better player, a golf pro, hit a pitch shot, you're going to see a motion more like this, where they swing up nicely on plane, just a nice little motion, but the forward move has rhythm and release to it. Notice the foot a little bit off the ground. Notice the shirt buttons to the target. Ironically, if you release the foot and turn the chest, it feels like more motion, but it keeps the club traveling on the right path so you hit the better shot. So next time you're practicing, never mind the flat foot stuff. Even though you're strong enough to just use your arms to hit it on the green, it won't do the job, all right? What you need to start developing is a quiet-legged, nice little takeaway, and then we need to work on a nice little golf swing all the way through. That little tossing motion with the chest turning. Think about every other sport. Have you ever thrown a ball like this? Or a frisbee without moving, right? That doesn't help you. It actually makes things more awkward. Look to any other sport. A backhand in tennis, we flow the weight, hit the ball. If we're playing baseball, we turn the hips, we hit the ball. If we're throwing a frisbee, we turn, we release. If we're throwing a ball, we turn, we release. The exact same thing is true here. To hit a proper pitch shot, we need to swing back under control with solid fundamentals, and then move through to our target. If you develop this forward rotating released motion, you'll get so much better around the green you won't believe it. So those are your 4 things. Work on your rhythm green side, work on the length of your swing green side, don't get too long in the backswing, keep your feet moving with just golf rhythm, and make sure your chest turns to the target to finish your shot. Your pitch shot should look more like this and less like this. Give it a try, I'm sure it'll work for you. This month in Flagstick Golf magazine on our YouTube channel, we're talking about little